Have you ever met someone who had everything the world could offer, but still felt like something was missing? This is the story of Emma Collins. Emma was 40 years old, a successful businesswoman living in Boston. She had a beautiful house, expensive cars, a booming company. From the outside, her life looked perfect. But every night, after the lights were off, she would sit by her window with a cup of tea, watching couples walk hand in hand on the street below. And quietly, she would whisper to herself, "Is success really success if you have no one to share it with?" You see, Emma was never against marriage. She just spent her younger years working hard, telling herself, "One day, I'll find the right person." But years passed. Friends got married. Some even got divorced. People stopped asking her, "When will you settle down?" and started saying, "Maybe marriage just isn't for you." She smiled on the outside, but inside, her heart longed for someone who would love her, not for her wealth, not for her success, but for who she truly was. One Sunday morning, Emma went to a small cafe near her house. She always sat at the same corner table, but that day, someone was already sitting there, a man in his early 40s, simple clothes, kind eyes, reading a book, completely lost in it. Emma politely said, "Excuse me, that's my usual spot." The man smiled and replied, "Well, then let's share it. I don't bite." She hesitated, then laughed, and for the first time in a long time, she sat with a stranger. His name was Daniel Brooks, a school teacher, not rich, not famous, but he had something most people lacked: warmth. They talked for hours, about books, about childhood memories, about life, and when Emma mentioned her success, Daniel simply said, "That's wonderful, but are you happy?" No one had ever asked her that. Days turned into weeks. Cafe meetings turned into long walks. Long walks turned into late-night calls. For the first time, Emma didn't feel lonely, but still, a fear lived inside her. One night, she finally said, "Daniel, you know I'm wealthy. You know everything about me. How do I know you're not just here for what I have?" Daniel looked at her calmly and said, "Emma, I don't need your wealth. I need you. I fell in love with a woman who laughs at her own jokes, who remembers how I like my coffee, who pretends to be strong even when she's breaking inside." Her eyes filled with tears, and that night, Emma realized, love isn't about age. Love isn't about timing. Love is about finding someone who sees your soul. At 41 years old, Emma walked down the aisle, not with diamonds in her hands, but with peace in her heart. She had waited long, but in the end, she didn't just marry a man. She married her best friend. So, my friend, never believe the lie that it's too late. Whether you are 30, 40, or 60, true love doesn't follow a schedule. It arrives when destiny decides you're ready. Be patient. Have faith, because sometimes the best love stories begin when everyone else thinks it's over. Like and subscribe, dear.